I got a topic I want to get into.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. There is a new division that is rising the ranks, not only on this network for our divisional shows, which had a fantastic episode this past week, but you can argue they're becoming one of the best divisions in the NFL, and it's time to put some respect on their name. Damn. And I bet you TD don't even know which one I'm talking about. TD got no idea where I'm going with this. The NFC South is correct. Look at that. The NFC Players of the Week have been announced. The Offensive Player of the Week is a member of the NFC South and Bijan Robinson. The Defensive NFC Player of the Week is a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jamel Dean from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Special Teams Player of the Week is a member from the NFC South in Ryan Fitzgerald. Is the NFC South back? Because I really do think it is.
How about the leading MVP candidate is also
and let's talk
NFC
about the
South.
leading MVP candidate, Mr. Baker Mayfield himself. He got the Atlanta Falcons coming off a big win over the Buffalo Bills. I mean, this is a serious conversation we need to have right now because you have the number one seed right here in Baker Mayfield, the MVP favorite. Okay, you got Bryce Young playing his best football of his career. You got Michael Penix going out there and slinging the rock. I'm sorry, Saints fans, that you can't be in this conversation. But the NFC South is absolutely making – I mean, the Saints are actually playing good football. They're like the best 1-5 team I think I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
But the NFC South is a legit team here, has a legit division. Is there a world – and the problem that they have, though, is the NFC conference is so stacked that it's going to be hard for these wildcard teams to make it because you look at the NFC North, they have 4 teams all winning records. The Falcons are playing like a playoff team. The Buccaneers are obviously playing like a playoff team. The Panthers, well, let's see if they can continue this. But the Buccaneers are the favorite to win the division. But is there a world that the Falcons could make the playoffs by either stealing it from the Bucs or even making it as a wild card team? TD, your thoughts of the state of the NFC South division?
Good stuff, man. Obviously the Saints, you kind of ignore their situation, but this is all about Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't forget this team isn't too far removed from winning a Super Bowl with Tom Brady, and Baker Mayfield comes in, fills some pretty big shoes, and keeps this team, up there at the top, always competing. And this is one of the years where he's on an MVP tear right now, leading this team to not only be, poised to have a division champ, but can beat anybody in the NFL, on any given Sunday. Who is their only loss? Do you know who that was?
That was to the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Was there early on Eagles loss?
Yes. It was week 3.
All right, and that says a lot too, against the Super Bowl winning team. But this is all about the Bucs. Falcons, impressive win versus Buffalo. But Buffalo, now you can start to question them. So you just got to keep an eye on the Falcons. Can they keep this up? Is there another juggernaut in their schedule that they can do that too, to really make you feel like overly confident? There's still a team that you can doubt, but they're headed in the right direction. And again, the Panthers, stay in the course. Stay in the course, just being relevant. But I don't think they're going to be relevant in about 6 weeks from now. The distance will start to show itself. It's a matter of, can the Falcons keep up? And I think they may keep up and they get better, but the Bucs run that. They're running it.
Now, when it comes to Baker Mayfield is, arguably the front runner to win MVP, yada, yada, yada. But there's another award that I think we should put some respect on. Is this man right here, the front runner to win NFC Offensive Player of the Year in Bijan Robinson, who was sensational. Can you imagine that Bijan Robinson's 70-plus yard rushing touchdown Monday night was the longest run of his career? His previous long run was 40 yards. That blew my mind. Bijan Robinson, could he win NFC Offensive Player of the Year? He just won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week, but will he win that award? Dan, your thoughts of Bijan Robinson?
Well, you know what? Funny enough, man, like you have to put him in the conversation, especially since him alone had more yards offensively than the entire Buffalo Bills did all game for 4 quarters. That's impressive, right? He's the kind of guy that's going to take over things here. Yeah, dude, you know what? Through 6 games of the season, or 5 for the Atlanta Falcons, he's a menace, dude. He's the next one up. It's great, like, when you end up looking at like these top echelon running backs of the league. They normally have 1 to 2 good seasons. Unfortunately, that's just how the shelf life of this position goes. But yeah, man, he's really hitting his stride. And without Bijan Robinson, what would this offense look like in Atlanta? Thankfully, Falcons fans don't need to know. He's killing it right now.
And then you got Drake London as well, who's been an absolute stud for them. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but in the offseason, I said, watch out for the Falcons because they're like low-key loaded. You want to say that loaded word? That's the low-key loaded team. Their offense has a lot of talent, and you saw it come together on Monday night. But the question is, are they going to be able to keep it up as the season progresses? I mean, it really is interesting. And then you look at the Panthers. Bryce Young has been very impressive. Rico Dowdle, they got like a big problem, which is a great problem to have with the running back position. Chuba Hubbard goes down, and then Dowdle comes out there and is dominating, and now they're versing the Jets this week and the Bills the week after. What's your assessment of Carolina so far, Dan? You were high on them. You're off of them. You sold your stock on Bryce Young. Have you rebought the stock in Mr. Bryce Young?
I have no idea. I have no idea what this Carolina Panthers team is, man. Some games, so they go out there and they look like that they are a true playoff contender, and sometimes you're scratching your head wondering if Bryce Young truly is the answer. I probably wouldn't give a lot of credit to the 3 wins that the Panthers have collected so far this year because of Bryce Young. I think a lot of it would have to do with Rico Dowdle, who had a damn game against the Dallas Cowboys defense. But again, we do need to understand, let's look at quality of competition. As much as I think Dak Prescott has been playing very well this year, even without CeeDee Lamb, we're talking about one of the worst defenses in the NFL. In fact, they are statistically one of the worst defenses when it comes into stopping the run, struggle in the secondary as well. So let's see. So I know that the Panthers are playing the New York Jets this weekend, and the Jets are due for a win. Do they get it done? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, dude. And so I already did my picks and predictions, and I gave it to the Carolina Panthers. But hey, I'm happy to be proven wrong.
How many teams in this division makes the postseason?
Well, say that the NFC North and NFC West didn't exist. You could probably convince me 3. But, man, why do I want to say 1?
Yeah.
Why do I want to say
a little bit more with Atlanta first?
Why do I want to say 1, man? Like that NFC North division, every team's got a winning record. Every single one of them does. Same thing with the NFC West. Like you're looking at the Niners, and yeah, they are coming off of a loss, but what they have been able to do and the record that they have right now with all of the injuries, imagine once that team gets some sense of and so imagine what that division is going to look like when San Francisco gets healthy and like really even marginally. Same thing with the Seattle Seahawks, dude. It's going to be tough, dude. It's going to be tough. I'm going to go with the safe answer, 2 teams, but I would not be shocked if it ultimately ends up being just the division winner over in the NFC South.
Yeah, if the season ended today, it would just be 1, and it would be the Buccaneers as the 1st seed in the NFC. The Falcons are just outside as the 8th seed, and, you know, time is going to tell. You got the Vikings and the Bears and the Panthers and the Commanders. Like, it's crazy. You go into this season, everyone thought the AFC was going to be competitive. No, the AFC is not. The AFC is just a giant mystery. And then the NFC is just loaded with all these teams. You have 12 teams in the NFC that are 500 or better. And then the Cowboys are like, I don't even know what to call them. They're not 500 because they have a tie. But 2, 3, and 1 is like as close to 500 as you can get. To a segment that is brought to you by none other than Sleeper Fantasy Pick'em, baby. Because Sleeper gives you $20 for free when you sign up with the code RTS. We got a big matchup between the Unks on Thursday night. Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco, which is going to be a lot of fun to see those 2 guys go after it. If you guys want to make your parlays, make sure you guys check out Sleeper by using the code RTS by getting a 100% match up to $100. Also $20 for free. The link is pinned at the top of the description, folks. Please go over and check out Sleeper, the proud sponsor of Roundtable Sports Network all throughout the season. Big time shout out to them. And if you guys do sign up for Sleeper, let us know in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. Really do appreciate it, guys. You're giving away free money. Can't get better than that. Terms and conditions apply, of course.